Hello everyone, this is Bazzoka. Welcome to one of my videos and welcome to Random Ramblings, I guess. I don't know if I should just call this a different series because it has something else in the background other than TF2. I don't know. Anyways, it's more Smash Bros stuff. So, first and foremost, I have to say, sorry for no video on Monday. I had things to do on Monday. And I also was a bit lazy on Monday, but more importantly, I had things to do. Why couldn't I just get footage on Sunday and do stuff with that? I don't know. Things happening. Forgetfulness. I forgot a lot of things on Sunday, actually, so... eh. But, yeah. But, regardless, here's a video on Wednesday. I'm recording this on the 16th of December 2014. It's a Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's the day before Wednesday that I will be putting this video up. So tomorrow will be the 17th. Yes. Okay. As you guys can see in the video, now that I've gotten the little sorry no Monday video out of the way, as you guys can see with the video, there's no borders around it and it's stretched out. And it only occurred to me after I uploaded the first Smash Bros. Random Rambling, because I was like, wait a minute, isn't the video supposed to be widescreen? Isn't it supposed to be 16:9? The 16:9 ratio? Why is it? What's going on here? And so I realized that my Dazzle capture card can only capture, like, not only can it only capture in 480p, it can only capture in 4:3 ratio, the 4:3 ratio. Those are the correct ratios, right? I'm using the right ratios. I don't know, but it can't do widescreen stuff. It can only do the standard screen stuff, and ugh, horrible. I need to get a new capture card soon, hopefully. I don't know. But yeah, I remedied this in my program. I cannot remedy this in my streaming, because the Open Broadcaster software, the thing that I use to record my gameplay, it can't actually stretch images. Like, it can't stretch them beyond their normal ratios, or their normal height and width. It stays the same no matter how big or small you try and make it. It will always keep the same. It's the same height and width ratio. So I can't make it a widescreen video, unfortunately. But at least for YouTube, I can. So yay! So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but I did fix it up, so now hopefully it won't look terrible. The gameplay footage won't be like more squished than it probably should have been. Speaking of the gameplay though, I'm sure you guys are seeing that I'm getting my butt handed to me, because I realized that even though, yeah, it's great to see someone succeed a lot, but it's a lot more interesting to see one fail. So lucky for me, I use the word lucky very loosely. Lucky for me, I ran into, as I was recording the footage for today, I ran into a lot of people who were either just really good, and I just wasn't good enough to beat them, or it took me a little bit to adapt to their gameplay style, or it's just the connection was very poor, and I just couldn't really do very well, and I guess they had been playing like that for a while. But I lost a lot, and even though I did kind of partially blame the connection, as they say in the Smash Bros. Community, no Johns, no excuses. So here's some of the footage that I got. Also, I'm gonna throw in probably a 2v2 teams for glory match, because I actually haven't done any of that at all, even in the 3DS version. I only ever did with friends or one-on-one for glory, so it's slightly new territory. The connection is so beautiful. It's so good. It was really, it was really one of the best connections I've ever had. And there were 4 people. That's 4 different connections tying into each other. You'd think the connection would be terrible, but it's actually really good. You just have to have a good internet connection. You have to have a good connection. If everyone has a decent connection, it will be decent. If one person has a crappy connection, it's all gonna be crappy, which is gonna be bad. But I mean, overall, it's really good. I love it. I might do more team battles and stuff. But yeah, so first time for everything. Trying it out is really nice. So, boy. So, okay, I guess I did leave this kind of on a cliffhanger because I stopped myself from going on and on and on and on. But the last topic I do believe I started in the last Random Ramblings, Binding of Isaac Rebirth. And before I start it, I just want to say I love the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. It's a great game. I love the graphics. I love the music. I love the little details. I like how just everything is just so much better than the original. But I really don't like playing as the Lost. Sometimes I get really lucky and I get some really good items and stuff, but then luck completely screws me over, and it's so frustrating, like how spiders can sometimes see you from almost pretty much more than half of a room away, and it's just like how they don't normally do that. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do, and it's just like how do spiders work? How do spiders do things? What? And just the little random bits of things that happen to you just are elevated, are maximized, just increased when you play as a Lost, because just one tiny little mistake can completely screw over your run, even if it's like an amazing run, like you have the stopwatch, or you have the Holy Mantle. It's terrible. It's a terrible feeling losing great items on a run that you probably would have done extremely well on, but then you get screwed over because a spider decided to see you from way further away than it should have, and you get screwed over, and then you lose the run because you don't have 9 lives or Guppy's Collar. Because that's pretty much the only way you can win as the Lost. Become Guppy, and subsequently have Guppy's Collar or Guppy's or Dead Cat. Because if you don't have Dead Cat, then you're probably going to die and lose the run. But if you have Dead Cat, you can die and come back 9 more times. And if you have Guppy's Collar, well, maybe you can continue. But yeah, it's really frustrating because the Lost himself is probably one of the worst characters. I used to attribute this to Blue Baby in the original. It wasn't really that fun playing as Blue Baby. But now that has gone over to the Lost, because at least Blue Baby can have health. The Lost can't have any health at all, which kind of boggles my mind. It's just like, okay, he can't have red hearts. That's perfectly fine. I can understand that. He's not a living being. He's a ghost. He doesn't have any red hearts. How can he have red hearts if he's a ghost? I don't understand why he can't have soul hearts, or dark soul hearts, or black hearts, whatever. The black hearts. I don't understand why he can't have those, or at the very least, soul hearts. And like, if that's gonna be like, you know, if that makes him easier to play, then like, give him, I don't know, give him only 3 soul hearts maximum. He can only have 3 soul hearts. There. Instantly better. Like, phenomenally better already. So that way you don't lose to just random crap. It's, and then, it's just like, he's a ghost. He has flying, which makes sense. He's a ghost, he has flying, but then, he's a ghost, but he doesn't start with spectral tears. I mean, I guess that would make him really, you know, fairly decent, but then, Like, what's the point? I don't know where I'm actually going with this because it's... I mean, like, the Lost, his whole purpose is to just be annoying, and it's working, and I hate it because he has some of the best unlocks in the game, and it's just... Why? Why is this a character that has to exist? Why is this a character that has to just be a thing? If he was just tweaked ever so slightly, like he had spectral tears, that would actually help a lot. I think that would be amazing, because then you could hang out over rocks. I mean, that's probably why they don't do it, because then you actually have to go out and, you know, deal with things, but like it makes him more manageable with all the random crap that they throw at you. At least, like, okay, I can hang out over this rock and deal with this guy. Sometimes even hanging over rocks isn't a good idea, because hoppers, leapers, and trites, you know, I'm still not entirely sure if they're called trites or not, but the spider version of the hoppers, those guys can still go at you if there is still a spot for them to jump over to. So you're still not entirely safe over rocks. Sometimes you're not even safe behind rocks either, because cheaty spiders. Again, this time I don't mean like any of the jumping spiders. I literally mean like just like the normal tiny red spiders that just decide to be able to squeeze through rocks for no reason. I have died way more times to that than I probably should have as Lost. But yeah, so just like tiny changes, spectral tears, allow him to have at least like 2 soul hearts even. 2 would be amazing. 1, okay, maybe. Like, having 1 soul heart, at least he'll be able to take 1 hit before dying. Like, that would be the biggest blessing for the Lost, if he just got a little bit more doable. Because as it stands, if you're just casually playing through the game, first of all, you're probably not even going to unlock the Lost, because you're going to have to look him up, which you probably already have, but in that case, if you have, and you've unlocked him, you're probably going to not even be able to play, like, you're probably not even going to get to, I don't know, either of you're probably not going to get to Isaac or Satan, because you have to be insanely lucky. You have to get items that carry you. Like, literally, it's just like, hey, I got this item, but it does jack all. Like, every HP item in existence for the Lost. It's useless. I mean, it makes sense. It's okay. Like, I get it, but it's just, there's so many items that are just so useless as Lost that it's just, it just makes it, like, it makes it really, it gives you just an awesome, triumphant feeling when you do things as the Lost. But then when you get screwed over by luck, I know I'm saying this a lot, but it's just like, it happens way too often. You lose to random chance too often as the Lost. Normally, if you're playing as another character, you have hearts to kind of buffer that. Like, oh, I screwed up. Oh, that was dumb. Whatever. I'm still alive. As Lost, oh, that was dumb. I'm dead. Run over. It could have been an amazing run. Like, oh, I could have had, I don't know, brimstone homing shots, but then just a random shot that I didn't know was a champion that had the that explodes into the ring of shots. One shot was just killed me because I didn't realize it was a champion, and that has actually happened. The colored spiders sometimes do that. They're champions, but they're hard to tell what kind of champion they are. For instance, the ones that the big red champion spiders, they're red, but when they're the ones that shoot out a ring of shots, they're not tinted blue. They're like purple or like some other color that looks like a different kind of champion, or at least not a champion that would shoot out a ring of bullets. Anyway, okay. Yeesh. Okay. I need to simmer down, I need to calm myself, because the video is starting to get a bit long. So, that's all I really want to say, though. Mainly, I wish the Lost was just changed a little bit. Spectral Tears, at the very least. Or if not that, give him a soul heart. Give him 2 soul hearts, but 1 soul heart will be fine. So that way you can at least survive up to at least the womb. So you can get your bearings and actually do things with your life as the Lost. Anyway, okay, so that's it. That's it. No more. No more. I'm done. I'm done talking about the Binding of Isaac, Rebirth. So, that's gonna do it for this video. I thank you guys so much for watching. Next time, Leave a Loadout will be coming soon. And if you want to see a loadout that has been left in the previous Leave a Loadout video, please give it a thumbs up. Or if you don't see one, leave a comment. But pretty sure I already know which loadout I'm going with. It had a staggering amount of likes compared to everything else, so if you want to see something else, you better go to that video and better thumbs up some other stuff. Anyway, so have a great day and a good night. Bye.